Welcome to what is probably going to be a long-ass video. I'm sorry, I have my glasses on. I know, you can see the glare of my ring light. I'm sorry. I originally said this video was going to be up the first week of January, but I had a lot of things, both personal and technical, that got in the way, and I could not do that. I have two things to say, I think, and then we'll get right into the video, because like I said, it's going to be long, and I'm going to try not to make it long as much as I possibly can. There may be more than two things, I don't know. So, well, first of all, I did not put these in any specific order. I am not that friggin' organized, okay? It was hard enough to only come up with 18 songs. I have many honorable mentions that will be at the end. I'm not gonna actually talk about those. They'll just flash on the screen. My second thing, I think, I've said so many things so far, is there's only one girl group song on this list, and that is not because I don't like girl groups. That is because I am not exposed to as many girl groups as I am boy groups. I follow mostly boy group stans on like K-pop Amino and stuff, so I'm not as familiar with girl groups. But also, of the girl group songs that did come out in 2018, I didn't like many enough to put them on my list. There are a couple on my honorable mentions list, but I don't hate girl groups. I'm not trying to be like discriminatory towards females, alright? I'm a female. You know, that would be weird. Maybe 2019 will be better. I've set a goal for myself. In 2019, I'm gonna learn more girl groups. And maybe in my 2019 video like this, there will be more girl group songs. Who knows? We're gonna get into it now, I promise. Sorry again if my glasses are a distraction. The first song on my list is the girl group song. The only girl group song. I'm so sorry for that again. And it is Bad Boy by Red Velvet. This is my favorite Red Velvet song. Like, hands down. I've been a Red Velvet fan for years. Okay, previously my favorite song was Ice Cream Cake, but now my favorite song is Bad Boy, and I can't help that I like what I like. It's a good ass song. My next song is actually one that it's a bittersweet one to talk about, because I wasn't sure we were gonna get any comebacks from this group at the point that we did get one. And it is Good Evening by SHINee. I love this song for so many reasons. Like I said, it's really bittersweet because it has probably become one of my favorite SHINee songs, but it also makes me sad to listen to. So I have listened to it a lot, but not as many times as I probably would have if it didn't make me sad. But I am so proud of them for even having a comeback when they did, because nobody, I said it in my reaction video, I felt like people would have understood if they didn't have a comeback when they did, because it was still really soon after, you know, what happened. So I cherish the song so much. It's beautiful. If other people have done this kind of video this year, or for last year, I don't know, if you've seen other 18 of 18 videos, which I haven't, but there probably are some, you will probably see this song on there, because at least on K-pop Amino, everybody's favorite 8 songs of 2018 included this song. Take Me Higher by Ace is honestly probably like up there in like the top 10 best songs of 2018, and my songs are not in order, remind you. They're just written on a piece of paper, like totally friggin' random. I didn't put them in order. But this song is so good. Like, so many people agree. And like, this is a song that made me fall in love with Ace in the first place, and probably many other people. Next is a song from a group that I actually just reacted to not even like 5 minutes ago. Well, I say 5 minutes, I've been recording for like 10 right now. But Treasure by ATEEZ. Let me just say, I fell in love with Treasure. And I wasn't super big fan of Pirate King, but then I gave Pirate King another chance, and then I was like, well, goddamn, I don't know which one I like more. But Treasure was the first song I actually fell in love with by them, so that's why I picked it for this list. Both are very good songs. Similarly to the ATEEZ Problem, this next group had 2 songs that I loved this year as well. But I ultimately picked Only One by UNB to be on my list, because it just is honestly one of my favorite K-pop songs, like in general, like definitely on that list, and I can say that for sure. And originally I heard Feeling first, and Feeling was the first song that I fell in love with by them. So I was like, well, if I went with my ATEEZ logic and was like, the first song I fell in love with them is on the list, then I should do that with UNB, but I just love Only One so much. Like, so much. It's such a good song. If you don't know UNB, please check them out. I know that they've basically disbanded. They were a temporary group, but they were so good. And they did not get the attention they deserved, and that is so unfortunate, honestly. They were, God, they were so good. Next is one that I don't think I've seen anybody else put on their list. I read a couple of those top songs of 2018 blogs on K-Pop Amino, at least. I don't know about YouTube, but I did not see anybody mention Try My Luck by Jonghyuk, and that makes me sad. It was not an actual, like, comeback. It was just a single. It didn't have a music video. It had a dance practice. It had a bunch of performances that were bomb as fuck. But I feel like not a lot of people knew about it because unless you know BAP and follow BAP closely, you don't hear about their members' activities when they're doing solo stuff, other than like Jungkook. But Try My Luck is, again, probably one of my favorite K-pop songs at this point. And if you listen to it, you see why. Okay. Also watch a performance of it because it's fucking good. This next song is, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna say it's the best song of 2018. And if you disagree with me, you lying to yourself. Shine by Pentagon. So good. Just so good. I love this song. I will smile my ass off every time I listen to this song, and I have listened to it like 100 times since I first found it, which was not when the comeback happened. But this one also kind of makes me sad. It's a little another like bittersweet one because, you know, Edon isn't around Pentagon anymore, and I feel like he's why this song did so well. So it's unfortunate. But Shine, definitely, in my opinion, like the best song of 2018. And it still hasn't won any awards. I was not sure we were going to get a comeback from this group for the most of 2018, and then they were like, bam! 2 comebacks in like a month. Love Shot by EXO is the song I chose to put on my list, and I was originally going to put Tempo because I thought Tempo was going to be the only comeback we got in 2018 from EXO. But then I was also like, well, I shouldn't include it just to include EXO because I wasn't like 100% in love with Tempo. I did a reaction to it. I was very enthusiastic in that reaction. That's because it's EXO and I love them. But I didn't want to be so biased. And then Love Shot came and I was like, oh yes, this is a good ass song and it's going on my list. And I knew as soon as I heard it, it had to go on my list. So here it is. I love Love Shot. Most people have Tempo on their list, which I find sad because Love Shot is just friggin' perfect. Next is The Scentist by VIX, and this was the only comeback we got from them in 2018, and I felt like maybe that was a mistake I was making, so I went back and checked, and nope. Oh, that was the only comeback we got from them. I'm not complaining. The Scentist was awesome. It's probably one of their best comebacks ever. So, like, it's not a bad thing, but it was just kind of shocking. Genie by Golden Child is on my list because why wouldn't it be? This is another case where I was gonna put Let Me by Golden Child on my list instead because I love that song. That's such a good song. I like Let Me so much. But when Genie came out, I got that feeling again where I was like, this has to go on my list. Simon Says by NCT 127. Okay, so here's the deal. Touch, probably one of my favorite NCT 127 songs. And I listened to that so many freaking times. I think it was on my Spotify, like, top listened to songs. But I found Simon Says so different and interesting for them to be performing. Like, I watch the video and I talk about all that kind of stuff, but I was so mesmerized by it that I just felt like it had to be the song I included on the list. So there it is. I've seen a lot of people that have had Shootout on their top songs of 2018 lists, and I just didn't really like Shootout that much, and that made me sad because I wanted to. And I was like, well, does that mean there's gonna be no Monster X? Like, that's sad also. And then I remembered Jealousy. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. Jealousy. I love Jealousy. That's, like, all I can really think of to explain Jealousy is just that I love it. Like, the choreography for that is probably some of my favorite Monster X choreography at all. Millions by Winner was originally gonna be Every Day by Winner because I love Every Day. I listen to it all the time. I have it stuck in my head like constantly. But I watched the Millions music video for my reaction and I immediately was in love with that song. Like, as soon as it hit my ear holes, I was just like, fuck yeah, that's on my list. There it is. Getting Closer by 17. I will admittedly admit that I have not listened to the song that many times, but I have listened to it enough to know that I like it. My original pick for 17 was going to be Oh My, because that's like in my top 10 favorite 17 songs at this point. But again, Getting Closer felt really different for 17, and it was really interesting, and I like that they did that kind of thing in the midst of doing all these like colorful comebacks. Like Clap and Oh My were super vibrant. They changed it up a little bit, and I feel like that was really cool. Even if it wasn't a true comeback, I really appreciated it like it was one. I have like 3 more left to talk about, and then I can breathe again because I don't have to like rush. This one always feels really weird to say out loud, but Na 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 by Impact. You may not have heard this song if you are not somebody who is hip to the K-pop scene. You know what I mean? Like, people don't really talk about Impact or this song, which, again, I didn't see anybody put this on their list, so I was like really disappointed by that. But I love this song, and I wanted them on this list because I want more people to know about them. And I may not like every Impact song, but I can recognize that they have so much talent and so much potential that more people need to recognize. So not only do I absolutely love this song, but I'm hoping to get some more exposure in Impact's direction. You know, put a little bit of a spotlight on them. If you don't know them, I really recommend checking them out. And you can start with Na Na Na, you can start with Lollipop, you can start wherever you want, but just give them a chance, because they're a good group. Okay, the next song is Beautiful Feeling by Day 6. It's really the only song I like by Day 6, and I didn't even know it came out last year. I just fell in love with it and was listening to it, and then I was like, it's the only song I like by them, but I really like it a lot, so I wanted to include it, and then I found out when it came out, and I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I can include that. So that was an explanation that nobody needed, but that was the train of thought that went into it. She's Mine by VAV is my favorite VAV song. I love VAV so much, and again, people don't really talk about them that often, so I feel like they need a little more attention. And lastly, I didn't put this song last on purpose, but I'm glad it's last so that I can talk about it a little bit more. Just a little bit. Alright, Only One For Me by B2B is the song, firstly. And I was worried that we wouldn't get a comeback from B2B in 2018 because Eunkwang is enlisting, and I was like, well shit, does that mean we're not going to get an OT7 comeback at all? And then the Only One For Me was announced, and I was like just so happy, and like I almost cried. And I think I mentioned in the reaction video I did to it that I didn't expect to like it, and it even shocks me that it's on my favorite songs list, but it is one of my favorite B2B songs now. It's stuck in my head a lot, and that's a way to my heart. A lot of these songs made it onto this list because they got stuck in my head all the time. Like, that's a big factor. That's it for all of the main songs on the list. Here are some honorable mentions that I could not include, so have a good look at these. I didn't mention this at the beginning of the video because I forgot, but I don't know if it was obvious or not that I only included one song per group because I didn't want it to be unfair. I just didn't want to have 3 slots go to NCT, 3 slots go to 17, you know, like that's 6 out of 18 songs right there. So I told myself only 1 song per artist or group, and that helped me narrow it down quite a bit and helped me to kind of just pick songs that I really, really loved. So that is what I did. My question for this video is, if you were to do your top 18 of 18, what songs would you put on the list? Or you can just do like your top 8 of 18? I don't know, that's probably harder. I'm interested to know what other people would put on their lists. So let me know. I would love to read your comments, even though I haven't been reading comments because they've all been negative lately. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video now. If there's a video that you would like me to make or something you want me to react to, feel free to leave a comment and I will do my best to make that happen. And just, I hope you're having a good day or night. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.